once again, Brian Scott with you. Insight to End Times. We're looking at some of the things that will denote these end days we're living in, the last days, as Paul referred to in 2 Timothy chapter 3. I hope this is helping you understand where we are on God's timetable. We're getting very close to the end. Things are going to change dramatically, even as they have been changing. We're looking at the term unthankful. And one of the things that is important about that is that it comes from a Greek word, which is asinitos. Now, let's look at what the root word sinitos means. It means supreme intelligence and understanding supported by correlating evidence and facts. And it describes a person who has mature thinking, which allows him to see the big picture. In Romans chapter 1, verse 22, Paul was writing to the church in Rome, and he said this: professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. What does that really mean? It means once you lose your respect for God and you lose your fear of God, you enter into a term of thinking you're really wise, but you're not. You become very foolish. Asinutos takes the definition I just gave you about mature thinkers who can see the big picture because they have some intelligence and they are basing it upon facts and evidence that supports their position. But asinutos adds the letter A to that definition, to that word, and it turns it upside down. It reverses the entire scope of that word. And here's what that means. Foolish means the person has lost their intelligence, or else they have limited intelligence, and therefore they're unable to grasp the big picture. And they don't realize they need evidence or facts to form an opinion and form a statement, but they just simply shout out whatever's coming through their thoughts. One of the major problems we're facing today is that's where we're living. Everybody's got an opinion. Most opinions are not based on any form of fact or evidence. They may have been formed on the basis of what they heard on television. But it's a long time since we've been able to trust anything that's being said on television. So what goes on here? They have been easily deceived into thinking that they're accurate, but they are really described by the scripture as foolish. Jesus told the disciples, his own disciples, in Matthew chapter 24, when they asked him the question, when will the end come? And when will you return to set up your kingdom? And he begins answering with this statement: be aware that you are not deceived. Be careful that you're not deceived. He says it 4 different times in Matthew 24. Don't let anyone deceive you. Deception will be rampant everywhere. And it's based usually in the fact that everyone has an opinion, and their opinion's right. There's no standard to view it against, no way to attach it to correlating facts and evidence, but they sure know. But here's the issue. They don't know what they don't know. This is unthankful. It leads to foolishness and ultimately leads to being unholy. Got more for you on this tomorrow. Look forward to having you join me. Thanks.